You are not going to believe what I've got inside this box. I still can't believe that I've got this book in my hand. I used to have a copy of this book, like a 4.0 raw copy of it, somewhere in that range, which I actually sold for about 80 bucks in 2008 when we needed some money. Wish I hadn't, but regrets, whatever. Nothing I can do about that. No regrets, right? So, got another copy. Now, this is not my copy. I'm doing this for a friend. I cleaned and pressed it, submitted it to CGC. Neither of us know the grade yet, so that's what we're going to find out today. So let me get this thing unboxed because I just can't stand it. I got to look at this grade. It would be kind of cruel, actually, for me to drag this out without showing the grade because this guy's been waiting, had the hurricane come. Book's finally here. This is a high-value book, supposed to be 2-day turnaround. It took 2 weeks. So yeah, no more delays. Let me get this thing open and let's see what we got. Okay, I got it out. It's right here. Yeah. It's one of the biggest keys in the world. Hands down. Every comic nerd in the world wants this book. Heck, even people that don't like comic books probably want this book. It's one of the biggest first appearances. It's a huge X-Men key. I don't know, arguably the biggest. Probably there's maybe one a little bit bigger than this one. But yeah, as far as value goes, it's hard to beat this one. Probably all these books behind you added up don't equal the value potentially of this one. And so yeah, let's go ahead and find out. What do you think? Pretty amazing, right? I can't believe I'm back in the presence of this book again after so many years. This is a much nicer copy than I ever had. So how did a guy that does not clean and press books for other people generally, I don't do it as a business, I think it would ruin the hobby for me, right? How am I cleaning and pressing somebody else's book? Well, a gentleman reached out to me, a guy that's been in the hobby collecting. I think he might have bought a book, maybe not this copy, but a copy of this book back when it was on the stand. And yeah, so he's like, I will give you a copy of this book if you will clean and press this book. And the book he offered is a personal grail that I don't think I'll ever be able to, or would ever be able to obtain. It's so rare that it's just like unthinkable that I could have that book. Now, I'm not going to reveal what the book is when it comes in. When he sends it to me, after I send this one to him, I'll do a video on it. You won't believe it. But anyway, yeah, so back to his book. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now because this is exciting stuff. You don't know how many hours I put into this book. It was about a 7.5-ish when I got it in. Spine was kind of twisted up. Lots of defects. There was a major defect right here. Kind of like a weight was set on it. I got 80% of it out right here. I actually probably spent 15 hours on the spine alone, taking my time with a tack iron, making sure I didn't get the glue. If you get the glue too hot, it will run in this book and it will make the page, it'll potentially ruin the book. So I took my time, probably 15 hours on the spine. I'm over 50 hours into this book. I don't know exactly. That's probably not including all the press time. You wouldn't believe the amount of time I put in it. You cleaning, meticulously going through every little spot with a eraser. You have no idea. But it was worth every second. I enjoyed every second. The time just flew by. Now, when I was done, my grading tool that I have that helps me be, less biased, you might want to say, says this book is now an 8.5. So to be able to go from a 7.0 to a 7.5 to an 8.5 on this book is huge. Now, as you know, my tool is a little bit conservative. I don't have enough experience working on square bounds, or this book in particular, to even know what a 9.0 looks like or an 8.5. I looked at pictures online, but you can only see so much in pictures. But yeah, he's going to be absolutely thrilled if he gets an 8.5 or 9.0 on this book, which is what we're hoping for. But yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and see if we were able to get our 8.5 or 9.0 on this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous copy. I mean, from here, it's just breathtaking, this book. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. Is that wrong? Is that upside down? Is it a 6.9? No. No. Oh my God. I'm shaking right now. I can't believe. Oh my God. And white pages. He was talking about, when he emailed me, about getting this book whitened. And I told him we shouldn't do it because copies of this book were never perfectly white even back then. And I talked him out of even trying such a thing. So no whitening was done to this book. And this thing has the date stamp right here, which I did some research on and I've kind of known for a while. This date stamp right here is actually a piece of history. If a dealer, comic seller, stand, whatever, got the book in, they would date stamp it. And if, I think it was 30 days or was it 60, I don't know, it doesn't matter. If a certain amount of time went by and they didn't sell the book, they could send it back to the comic distributor for credit. And so that's what that is. You know exactly the date that this went on the stand. March 28th, 1975. That's pretty cool, right? So if you ever see this on a book and you're thinking of removing it, don't do that. Don't do that. This is just a hunch that maybe one day that might actually add value to a comic book to have that original date stamp on there. That's just my opinion. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you think about that, but there's no way I would ever remove a date stamp, even if somebody paid me to do it now. But yeah, I can't believe this. I mean, do you think this is a 9.6? You just tell me. Let's look at this thing. Let's just enjoy this for a minute. I'm beyond floored that this book is a 9.6. And I just don't know how they treat these spines, because it was twisted up good and I got a lot of that out, but it's still got a little twist to it. I didn't push it too far. You know, I didn't want to do anything. But look at the corners on this book. Pretty good for a 1975, right? Pretty good for a 2023. So apparently, relatively speaking, this is one of the better examples of this book out there. I just had no idea until now. Whew. I think the gentleman watching this, is, if he's still alive, didn't have a heart attack like I almost did, is going to be happy. I think he's going to be happy. Before you flood me with requests to clean and press books, this is never going to be a business for me. That's just not in the cards. Oh, the most challenging thing was probably the staples tend to push into the book on the back here. I don't know if you can even see it, but it was heavily soiled there. Huge staple indentations, and the paper's still a little bit stretched there. But I got probably 85-90% of that. That was a huge challenge. This was like, I probably have some before pictures of this book. I think I took some extensive before. So I'll show you the before and afters if I can find it here in the folder during this video sometime. Yeah, I didn't expect this to be a 10-minute plus video. This was going to be like a quick reveal, but anybody watching this video that has a pulse wouldn't care if I sit here and talk about this book for 2 hours, honestly. If you're watching this video and this doesn't get your heart racing, you're in the wrong hobby. Right? Yeah. I don't know what to think, man. This is just a 9.6 white pages. I have no idea what this book is worth. No idea. I mean, I don't think this gentleman's going to sell it. I think this is going to be it would certainly be in my will, right, at some point. Oh my Lord. Yeah, owner of this book, you know who you are. Thrilled for you, man. This is like, I hope this is I know how important this is to you, and I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to do this. Very thankful for that. It's hard to get thrills like this in life, and this is one of those big thrills that I'll never forget, and I'll cherish it forever. I hope my audience, I hope you guys watching as well, got a little something out of this. So yeah, everybody out there stay nerdy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.